On this episode of Marry Me in NYC,
You want to get married at my favorite building in New York. How many people?
140.
140.
Yeah.
This is the one day we have in New York to spend on the right venue. It is not at all what I was thinking.
Things got a little chaotic.
Your mom still hasn't warmed up to the whole situation, right?
I don't want a wedding anymore. Let's just go to Vegas.
We're making the 7-hour drive to New York City.
We will make it to the marriage license place on time, absolutely. Even if it means I get a couple speeding tickets.
Here's the problem. Some of your sisters aren't here.
Where are they?
Cassaundra just kept saying, I won't go without my sisters. At this point, we're not going anywhere.
I'm Gino Filippone, and I'm a wedding planner in New York City. I sell intimacy in iconic New York locations. I'm the owner, part-time minister, planner, florist. I write the ceremonies, I book the hair and makeup. I'm the therapist. I coordinate over 200 weddings a year in New York City. I'm so busy, I had to hire a coordinator. Actually, I have two, and they're identical twins. Let's face it, there's nothing more romantic than a wedding in New York City, and I'm the guy who can make it happen.
Hey, Gino. Hey, Gino.
Hey, who do you have for us?
Okay, our first couple is Katie and Tim,
Katie and Tim.
and they're getting married in 1 month, and they'll be
Okay.
coming up from West Virginia.
West Virginia? That's a hike. Okay, let's see what we have.
The first time you saw me perform,
Probably the first night we met.
did I sing?
She's not shy.
She's a performer. No wonder she wants to get married in New York.
I've been in a lot of shows where I'm not the one who directs. I let the director do what they want and then work with their vision and make their vision come to life.
Wow, she says all that, but does she really mean it? She's pretty outspoken about what she likes, and she's usually pretty determined to go after those things. I like to call her Katie Cuckoo Bananas.
Katie Cuckoo Bananas. I think I've had that cereal when I was like 11.
I am from Chicago. Katie's from Denver. 5 years ago, I moved to Denver. Met Katie about a year after I got out to Denver. We spent the last 4.5 years together and recently got engaged in Las Vegas.
Woohoo! And then he asked me if I wanted to move to West Virginia with him.
A big surprise, yeah.
I'm always up for an adventure, for something new.
That's absolutely why we're getting married in New
Yeah.
York City.
We really like the idea of a church wedding and walking down the aisle with my former voice teacher singing. We haven't really done a lot of planning for this, per se. I feel like we have an allotted amount of hours to go and see places, but once we've seen the space and we've picked a venue, and then I think the real talk begins.
What does she mean we have a allotted number of hours?
We only have 1 day with them.
Okay, but we have to show them locations, we have to find everything out, we have to talk flowers.
And we have to figure out when they're gonna get their marriage license.
Exactly. So we've got to talk everything, guest lists.
I'm on it.
You're on it. Okay.
Katie and Tim are flying in from West Virginia late tonight and going back tomorrow. I hope I can get everything done with them in that time. Before I meet with them, though, I've got another couple that really needs my help.
We have a new couple,
Oh, good. Perfect.
Cassaundra and Joko. We have a month to plan the wedding.
A month, that is perfect time for us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, show me what you got, Cassaundra and Joko.
I grew up in Okinawa, Japan. My dad was in the military, but my family is originally from Texas.
I'm from Queens, and I am a native here at in New York City.
We met in school. I was a part of a hip-hop dance team. He just walked up and introduced himself.
And then she asked me what my name meant, and I told her intimacy, and she thought I was trying to run some
be
game.
smooth.
We started dating. College ended. I went back to New York. She went to Dallas. I'm gonna come out there to Dallas. She gets an internship. They like her. They hire her in New York. So now she's in New York. Right now, I'm in Dallas. So now I'm moving back to New York. This is it. We're not moving no more.
He's chasing her from city to
He's
city.
chasing her all over.
I wish somebody would chase me.
They will, honey, don't worry.
New York is really important to us. We have a lot of memories, just riding on the ferry, going to the Statue of Liberty. You know, all the important stuff happened here. We went to the top of Rockefeller Center. He had been touching his pocket like all day long, so I was like, he's got that ring in his pocket because he cannot stop touching his pocket.
I don't want to lose that ring. I'm not losing that ring.
I turned around and he was on one knee. I was like, what's going on? And yeah, he proposed.
He proposes to her at Top of the Rock? Romantic!
I was raised that you get the blessing from the mom and the dad. I said, Mom, to have your daughter's hand in marriage? No, no.
Did he just say her mother's not on board?
Yep.
We believe that's part of our story. I think that's what makes our relationship so great and so strong.
Top of the Rock is the place that we're picking for the wedding.
If I go to bed and I was dreaming about my wedding, it would be there. When I do go to bed and dream about my wedding, it's there every time.
What's ideal? Top of the Rock.
It's number one choice.
This is gonna be the perfect couple to marry at Top of the Rock. I mean, we're the exclusive planners there. This is perfect.
Depends how many guests they have, though.
Yes, gotta be small and intimate. Cassaundra! Joko! I have just 1,000 things I gotta talk to them about right now. Are we talking flowers, limo, cars, ceremony? I have questions. I gotta keep them on track. I gotta be creative with them. I gotta be nurturing. I gotta play a little therapy. And we'll just see how it plays out. You wanna get married at my favorite building in New York. Did you know that? You don't need decorations when you have New York.
Yeah, Joko's from New York.
That's right.
I've always loved New York. I used to come visit him all the time, and this is where he proposed.
When's your wedding?
Less than 4 weeks.
Less than 4 weeks?
Less than 4 weeks.
You know, we do 200 weddings a year, so for you guys, I'm sure it's stress. For us, it's like, so then I got questions. We're thinking, what, as far as a guest list, we're thinking how many people?
140.
140?
Yeah.
Here? When we do weddings here, we never do more than 40 people.
Oh, wow.
Unless Joko's last name is Rockefeller, 140 people is gonna be a tough sell. I'll see what I can do. Let me kind of put a pin in that for a minute, because I'm like, how am I gonna make this work? Okay. You know, they don't close the place down for us to do weddings. Right. That's the point. Like, for that, we'd have to pay like $1 million to have Top of the Rock. Is there any other place that you were thinking? Look around. Pick a building. Any other building.
Something outdoors.
You want a view.
We want our guests to see New York.
Anything else you want to tell me?
Basically, we need a lot of help.
And you have bridesmaids?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 7 bridesmaids.
7 bridesmaids. You need bridesmaids dresses?
And tuxes.
And we're still working on that.
So we're really wanting everything to be smooth, a smooth process.
Cool.
And we want it to be extra nice because my mom's mainly really concerned about us starting out because there's a lot going on. We just moved, he just moved here. I just got here.
Did your mother give the blessing for the wedding?
Working on that, working on that.
It's pending.
I'm so just over the top, nervous. I'm praying for a miracle, like seriously, it's a miracle. I need help.
Whenever there's a mother-in-law issue, because mother's instincts are always right, so I'm gonna try to like bridge a gap, find out what's going on. Were you able to talk to her mother at all?
Yeah, I talked to Mom. You know, she's the youngest girl.
She's having a hard time letting go a little bit.
Cassaundra is obviously very worried about getting her mother's blessing for this wedding. So at least you give me the heads up on that. And I don't want to make matters worse by telling her she has too many guests to get married at her dream location.
We really wanted to have our wedding here.
I've got to figure out a plan B fast. I want her to find a place she's gonna love just as much as she loves it here.
All right, make it happen.
Katie and Tim flew in late last night, and I only have 1 day with them to find the perfect location for their wedding, so we have to move fast today. Okay, Katie and Tim, welcome to the Big Apple. Yay!
Thank you, Dino.
I only have you for a short amount of time. I want to really nail all these locations. So you ready to go with me?
Do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Katie says she wants a church wedding in a beautiful cathedral in New York. I will know if it's the right spot once I take them there and see them in the space. Having live music at a wedding is really important for Katie because she's a singer. My job is to make sure the venue is right for who they are and not just the music they want to hear. Look at this beautiful cathedral.
Yeah, it's stunning.
Amazing, right?
Absolutely. This would provide the right space for the music. I mean, the music for me is a huge part of it. I can envision it here, and I know who's singing, I know who's playing, I know all of the elements of it. If you can make it happen and you can showcase their talents, I see it here.
What I'm really getting on this girl is that she's more about the performance and not about the wedding.
I grew up singing in churches, you know, and it's absolutely stunning. It's got every element of an amazing cathedral.
I'm not amazed. You know why? You're Tim and Kate. This is a place for Will and Kate. Coming up on Marry Me in NYC.
I was a little nervous when she walked in and there was no bridesmaids with her at all. You think the whole party would be there, right? Yeah, but there's something wrong.
There was even a point where I was like, I don't want a wedding anymore. Let's just go to Vegas. Just me and you, let's just get this over with.
Katie and Tim have only one day in New York to find their wedding location. Katie wants a wedding at a grand cathedral with a choir to sing her down the aisle. But I think this bride is too focused on the musical performance and isn't thinking about the ceremony details. I'm not amazed. You know why? You're Tim and Kate. This is a place for Will and Kate. And 5,000 guests and a little thing called royalty.
Right.
I feel like, truthfully, can I be honest with you? I feel like you're leaning more towards a performance. You know, you guys are gonna spend the rest of your lives together. I really want that ceremony to be like about the ceremony. And honestly, my gut is you're gonna get lost in this cathedral.
Okay.
And everyone's gonna be looking at the chairs and not you.
I'm fine with that. I mean, my wedding isn't about stroking my ego. It's about having it in the right space.
This isn't a stroking
right
ego
people.
thing. It is
huge. Right.
That's my consideration. Let me process this. Let me think about it.
This is it. This is our one day here. I think he's got really good points about the cathedral, but it's hard to have that vision and then walk into a space as absolutely incredible as this and just say, okay, fine, I don't want to do it. I can't give up that easily. I think we need to think about it and really weigh our options because there's so many things about this that are right.
I came up with this place because it's so iconic. I want to marry you right here in Times Square. I had an aha moment when I was talking to Katie and Tim. They need theater. They need energy. Broadway around Times Square is the perfect location for them. I know it's a long shot. I just hope they like it.
It is not at all what I was thinking or expecting.
Here's the thing with weddings. You have to look back and go, holy, we got married in Times Square. It's going to be on your marriage license. Where was your wedding? Times Square.
I'm a singer and I'm a performer and I come in here and there's so much energy.
Yep.
I love it. Tim?
I love it.
You love Times Square.
It's incredible. I mean,
wait, Tim, do you love Times Square? You look like you're sweating and it's cold out. Tim really surprised me. I thought he'd be terrified, but he was thrilled. I mean, realistically, as far as locking up this area, these people that are here now are probably all going to be your wedding guests.
Okay.
You're okay with that?
If I had to make a decision now, this place, I'd say, let's do it.
We think we want to get married in Times Square. The energy, the chaos, we both loved it.
You love it, don't you?
It's a cool place.
It totally has a great vibe.
It looks like we found the perfect place for Katie and Tim's wedding, but finding a location for Cassaundra and Joko is another story. Girls, I have a 911. You know the couple I was meeting at Top of the Rock, Cassaundra and Joko? Okay, so I meet this couple. They want to have 140 people at Top of the Rock.
Gina, you don't do that.
I just don't know what else to do with them. I'm thinking like, they want something iconic.
What about the park?
I'm thinking like, what about World Yacht?
Can that accommodate?
That would totally work.
I know Cassaundra and Joko have their heart set on getting married at Top of the Rock, but with a wedding party that big, it's not gonna happen. But if we can get them a cruise, that is gonna be the perfect plan B. They'll have amazing views of the Manhattan skyline, plus the Statue of Liberty. And in Cassandra's video, she talked about the Statue of Liberty. This will be the perfect location for them. Call Samantha, find out if she has the day. She wants bridesmaids dresses.
I'll call Sam at World Yacht.
Sam, call Sam, you call her. We'll deal with the dresses. While I make some calls about venues, I'm gonna send Marissa and Sandy out with Cassaundra to get some bridesmaids dresses. I'm hoping they can also find out a little more about what's going on with her mom.
Hey, Cassaundra, I'm Marissa. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Gina's told us so much about you. You must be one of the bridesmaids.
Mercedes. Yes, she's actually the mother of one of my bridesmaids.
So there's no bridesmaids here?
No.
I was a little nervous when she walked in, and there was no bridesmaids with her at all. You think the whole party would be there, right? Yeah, but there's something wrong. So sitting here with her while her friend was trying on dresses, we kind of had to probe a little bit and ask kind of like, what's the story, what's the deal? Cassaundra, how are you feeling so far?
Yesterday was pretty rough.
What happened?
It was just everyone kind of giving their feedback all at once, kind of like, what are you guys doing? That's not what you want to hear like a couple weeks before your wedding. Like, what are you guys doing? I'm just hoping that everyone will show up and put on their best faces, even if they're not necessarily thrilled.
Cassaundra told us that her family, especially her mom, is questioning her decision to marrying Joko. And her sisters have decided not to be her bridesmaids. I mean, how horrible is that? So today, she's looking for dresses without bridesmaids. She just has this one friend that's gonna be with her. That totally sucks. Your mom and Joe clash?
Their personalities kind of, they bump heads. There was even a point where I was like, I don't want a wedding anymore. Let's just go to Vegas. Just me and you, let's just get this over with.
Let's just get your mom here and then we'll go from there, right? You
Yeah.
never know what's gonna happen. Cassaundra is trying to sugarcoat the whole entire drama of the family, but there's more going on than she's definitely letting on. I have a feeling there could be some major drama going on that day, but you know, fingers crossed, yeah.
I'm hoping for the best. Just the journey it gets difficult at times.
I'm here at Top of the Rock. I'm gonna meet Cassaundra and Joko. I gotta tell them I can't marry him here. I hate telling couples this. This is like, drives me crazy. Hi, Cassaundra and Joko, how are you?
Good,
Doing good, doing good.
All right. I know, good morning, New York. It's like the dream location, and you, sir, proposed to her here,
Yes,
right?
Yes, indeed, indeed.
I mean, it's a dream. You want to be married here. I made tons of calls. It's not gonna happen.
Do you have any idea of where we can do it then, or?
I have a car. I'm gonna put you in the car. We're gonna go to this next location, and just trust me on this one, okay? I'm a New Yorker. I'm like the concierge of New York. I really want to make a dream wedding. It's something outside the box. So will you go with me on this, okay? I'll see you there, all right?
There's been a lot going on.
Yeah, too.
And to tell you the truth, I've been telling people we're gonna have it at Rockefeller Center.
You were so sure you was gonna be there. We were so sure.
That's the thing.
The thing you don't want people to be doing on the day of your wedding is trying to find the place.
Rockefeller Center was a good location. That was like a good central location. Everybody.
There's memories there.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Coming up on Marry Me in NYC.
We will make it to the marriage license place on time, absolutely. Even if it means I get a couple speeding tickets.
If we don't make it to New York City, I could not tell you what the result of that would be.
You want to be married here. I made tons of calls. It's not gonna happen.
Rockefeller Center was a good location.
And there's memories there.
Right, exactly.
A lot of memories.
Exactly.
I am so upset. I can't give Cassaundra and Joko the wedding location they want. But I think my plan B is better for them and their number of guests.
Oh my God.
What do you think? World yacht? What do you think? You're getting married here. Is this it?
Oh my God.
We're gonna have your ceremony here.
Thank you so much.
I knew they'd love the yacht. They can get married while cruising the Hudson with the entire New York skyline as their backdrop.
Gino, you are the man.
Do you love this location?
I'm like shaking. Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't want to believe it until it came out of his mouth.
Like,
I was
yes!
like, I thought he was gonna say, it's gonna be your psych, you know. I didn't want to believe it until he actually said, this is it. Wow.
Gotta watch that step. So this is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking we do your ceremony right here. We've got beautiful ship, backdrop of New York City. I mean, it would be stunning. Wait a minute, you said you brought the count. Your numbers keep changing. So what are we talking again?
Well, we were 75-80.
Right,
is what
but now we're at what?
Whatever you tell us we can do.
Okay, 75-80 is gonna be too much here, so let me show you like an indoor option as well. Indoor is just as stunning, so we can try it in there. Let's look, okay?
Wow.
Oh
wow, my God. Oh my
I
God.
want to show you downstairs. It gets better. So this is what I love about this is it's such a great indoor option.
This is
Is this
crazy.
Yes,
I don't
yes, it
know
is.
if you're about to wake me up or
Yeah.
say psych or.
No, this is real.
This is the real thing.
Gino's like my family now. Like forever. He's coming to our kids' weddings.
So we're cool with the setup?
Oh, yeah,
The
definitely,
ceremony is
definitely,
happening. It's
definitely.
great. I know you went shopping yesterday with Sandy and
Yes,
Marissa, right?
yes.
She told me there's some drama.
A little bit of drama.
Well, let's sit down and talk for a minute and at least, you know, because I'm starting to sway.
Okay.
Can you tell me what's going on?
I think things got a little chaotic as the wedding approached. People, you know, emotions were getting high, and
Whose emotions were getting high?
I think the people that were close, or that are closest to us, were having the most difficult time.
And your mother, is she?
I mean, I understand. You know, when people care about you, sometimes they love you and they want you to have the best. And if they're concerned that you're not getting the best, then they kind of want to take a step back. And
Right.
Okay, but you haven't
I
had a
haven't talked to her
conversation
about
with
it
her.
yet. No.
I feel so bad for Cassaundra. We're just days away from her wedding, and we are still not sure if her mother's going to be on board for her big day. I want tears of joy, not tears of sorrow, and I'm feeling like you're a little sad.
At the end of the day, I want Joe to be there. I want to get married. I just want them to be there. I want all my family to be there.
Can we at least try to reach out and patch it up? I'm sorry. I know this is tough, but this is the last hurdle. I've jumped through all mine. You're on board with me, I know you are.
Of course. I'm right
So
here.
you need to make this happen.
Right. I will.
I think we will. We will.
Yeah.
Cassaundra told the twins that her mother does not like Joko. It is awful when your mother-in-law doesn't like you. He's got to make a phone call to her because in my experience, this will go a long way.
Come on, guys.
Today, Tim and Katie are making their 7-hour drive from West Virginia to New York. With their wedding gown and all the things they have to bring, driving is the best way. Their wedding is tomorrow. They absolutely have to get their marriage license by the end of today at the city clerk's office, which closes at 3:45 p.m.
We will make it to the marriage license place on time, absolutely. Even if it means I get a couple speeding tickets.
For our trip, we're taking our Tim and Katie Hart cookies that his aunt made.
We'll be on time if we leave right now. All packed?
Roll.
Let's roll, baby.
Babe, we gotta go back to the house.
Did you forget something?
I might forget like 20 things hanging in the closet.
Really? Okay, so 5 miles in, unscheduled stop.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, this is horrible.
At this point, we are behind schedule, so we got to make up time, which will be a challenge.
Katie and Tim have made good time, but they have a ways to go. These two better haul ass. If they don't get their marriage license today, there's not going to be a wedding tomorrow. Meanwhile, I've got to start to focus on Cassaundra and Joko's wedding. There are still a lot of loose ends to tighten up, so I'm meeting with Joko to find out where we stand on some things. Joko.
Hey, Gino.
Hey man, thanks for meeting me. I know, I'm crazed too. I don't really know what's going on. I'm trying to do your wedding, and truthfully, I mean, I don't even have the vows. Do you have a marriage license yet?
Yeah, of course, of
Okay,
course.
so you got the marriage license. What are your vows anyway? Do you have any idea what you're saying?
Yeah. I'm working on my vows right now.
Okay, well, give me a couple of lines. Like, what do you want to say about her? Look at the person you love. Give me 5 lines right now. Start staring at the ceiling. What's
Right.
one line? Give me one line.
Right. You know the ups and downs we've been through?
You don't open with that. What, are you kidding me? I might as well jump off in the Hudson.
You know, you mean the world to me?
I love that.
Right. And any point is, definitely interject.
I'm doing it. Don't
And,
worry, it's me.
right.
And this is his greatest departure point into this relationship, to jump in, get the mother-in-law on board. You know, I know when we met, you said to me, I want to prove to her family that I'm going to be the best man to take care of this.
Right.
I was left with the impression that you were going to get all the family on board with this whole thing.
Okay. As of right now, her mom wants to come. I don't really know. I want her mom to be there.
Did you call her mom personally?
Did I call her mom personally? Yeah. No, I didn't call her mom personally.
I think you should dial right now.
No, I can't do that.
Why?
I can't do that right now, no. The relationship is not there for me to just pick up the phone and just dial it right now.
I really would love you to make a phone call to the mother. I could give you a couple of lines and go, hey, I really want to talk to you about my vows.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. She doesn't feel like we're ready, you know?
Oh.
Right.
Wow.
Right. So.
That's a lot of work. And we got to get her ready. We got to get her on board in like 24 hours. All I came in here to do today was get him to call his future mother-in-law and go, these are the vows I want to say to your daughter, and I guarantee you that's the recipe that will get her on board the ship. I really want you to make that call at some point to her.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna make that call.
All right.
Today.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I really hope Joko follows through with that. Meanwhile, I'm worried sick over Katie and Tim. If they don't get their marriage license by 3:45 today, I can't marry them tomorrow.
If we don't make it to New York City by 3:45 p.m., I could not tell you what the result of that would be.
If we don't make it to New York City on time, then we're gonna have to wing it and figure something out. I'm not really sure.
Coming up on Marry Me in NYC.
Sir, can you help me for a second, please? Marissa, get down here now. I'm alone. I got some tourists helping me with this thing. Get here now.
So then
those
you
places.
have a map of New York City as well?
No, once we get to Manhattan, it's all you.
You mean it's all GPS?
See the light? Lost satellite reception.
What?
Please drive to highlighted route.
Please give us a highlighted route. We're going in circles.
I want to marry you right here.
Location is everything when you're planning weddings in New York City, and I found the perfect spots for two of my couples. But after finding the ideal location for their wedding, Cassaundra and Joko are still struggling with mother-in-law issues.
She doesn't feel like we're ready.
And with my other couple, Katie and Tim, I'm worried about them making it here for their wedding. If they don't get their marriage license by 3:45 today, I can't marry them tomorrow.
We're making the 7-hour drive to New York City.
We will make it to the marriage license place on time, absolutely.
It just dropped our arrival time to 4:09.
4:09?
Straight?
Drive 0.1 miles.
You're fine, Katie.
This is making me crazy. They've been calling me from the road. I'm not sure if they're gonna make it in time. It's 3:45 now and the office is about to close.
We're here. Just had to get my purse. Sweetie, come on.
Katie and Tim, of course, are late, and while they might be able to get into the building, I'm just worried that the actual office where you get the marriage license will be closed by the time they get there.
We got it! Woo!
It's a done deal.
They are very lucky.
We got it done. She wasn't turning around. She was waiting at the door.
I was like, people we drove here from West Virginia, we are not going anywhere.
Or maybe it was that phone call that I made to the City of New York's marriage office, since I'm no stranger down there. Now I can get them married already.
Thank you for helping me keep it together. Woo!
Today is Katie and Tim's wedding, and I'm meeting them at their hotel. I have a lot of preparation to do in Times Square, but I'm meeting with them first just to make sure they're okay.
Katie! Oh my God!
Hi, Gina!
She's like a borough chick. I love you. You're really New York. You look great. So listen, here's the deal.
Okay.
I'm going to assign Marissa with you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go check on Tim. I got some stuff to do in Times Square. Anything you need, just tell Marissa. You're
Sounds good, yes.
Here's the remote. Watch some TV and relax, all right? Goodbye.
Thanks, we'll see you soon. Bye.
Hotel security.
Gino.
Good.
Good, you made it.
Good to see you.
I'll hear later about all the drama with getting here, but anyway, this is Sandy.
Nice to meet
I've
you,
assigned
Sandy.
Sandy to you. Katie's with Marissa. Anything you need, just let Sandy know. She's gonna call me. I gotta go right now to Times Square and make sure everything's set,
Okay,
and I
thanks for
will
stopping by.
touch base with you. I'll see you before. Okay, glorious day. I gotta go.